Hello everyone, this is Oshini from Cheenta.com. In this video, we will talk about AMC 8, particularly the geometry portion of it. At the end of this video, I will also share some resources on it. If you are new to this channel, welcome. We discuss everything related to mathematical sciences here, particularly Mathematical Olympiads, Physics Olympiad, Informatics Olympiad, student research programs, and so on. Check the link in the description for more detail. Okay? So, what is AMC 8? It is the first level of Math Olympiads organized by MAA, that is the Mathematical Association of America, but it can be attended by students from all over the world. There are 25 questions in this contest, and you have to do it in 40 minutes. Students in grade 8 or below are eligible to take it. Now, there are 4 different sections in AMC 8, broadly speaking: number theory, geometry, algebra, and combinatorics. We will talk about geometry portion today. So, how do you get started with geometry? The first thing is that you have to look at the past year geometry problems. Check the link in the description. We have collected all such problems in geometry in one page, so you can use it readily. That's the first resource I wanted to share with you. All the geometry problems of AMC 8 in one place. The second thing is you have to also think about the concepts which are involved. So there are 4 broad areas. In the screen I have added a little map of these concepts. So the 4 areas are area problems related to rectangles, rhombus, trapezium, and other forms of triangles and polygons and so on. There are volumes related to 3-dimensional figures. Sometimes they come up. So all of them in one place. Then you have the parallel lines. That's the second area, second zone. Parallel lines, there is a lot of application of the so-called midpoint theorem and the different properties of parallel lines. The third section is related to rotation and circles. And the final section is for similarity of triangles, coordinate geometry, Pythagoras theorem, and so on. So these are the 4 main regions. Now, one thing I tell my students all the time, that you should not be mugging up the concepts. Instead, start with a problem and trace back to the concepts that you want to use in that problem. That's the proper way to go about it. The second thing is, one should think about innovative ways of dealing with these ideas. It's not just the theorems. Remember, as a human being, as a student, you want to be inspired. You don't want to be instructed. You want to be inspired. Something should excite your brain cells. Only then you will get involved into it. Okay? So how do you do that? Well, you should think about each of these concepts in a novel way. For example, when we talk about area problems, there is a very beautiful part called carpet strategy. So check the link in the description again. We have some videos on carpet strategy as well. This is such a beautiful way of thinking about area problems in quadrilaterals or other types of figures. When you are thinking about circle geometry, think about the number pi, that is the ratio of diameter, circumference by diameter of a circle. So, why is the number pi so important? How is it related with the area of the circle? Can you deduce it? All these questions are extremely important because they will excite your brain cells. What about the Pythagoras theorem? How can you prove the Pythagoras theorem? Remember, proofs are not asked in AMC 8, but they are nevertheless very important because they give you a firm idea about what's going on in the subject. That's why in our Math Olympiad programs, even for AMC 8, we introduce proofs at a very early level, like in grade 7, grade 8. It's important to know how the math is working. So do not skip the proofs. Do not just learn the formulas. Ask the questions. Okay. So number one, look into the past problems. Similar problems are found in UKMT and SMO, but focus on the past year problems from AMC 8 on geometry. Link in the description has all those problems in one place. Second thing, focus on the 4 areas that we have shown in the map and try to find innovative ways of thinking about them. Not just the formulas, but a way that excites your brain cells. And the third thing is to do good problems every day. And this is something that I tell our students all the time. There is a general idea that you should do 3,000 problems in a year. I say this all the time. This gives you a general goal that you can pursue 3,000 good problems in a calendar year. That's a fantastic place to be in. Now, if you are a student at Cheenta, then you are probably attending the problem solving classes where you will do 1,000 of those problems anyway. The remaining 2,000 problems you should do at home. That boils down to around 7 to 8 problems every day. 7 to 8 good non-routine problems. That's a lot. That gives you a lot of food for thought. Okay. So if you're preparing for AMC 8, if you're preparing for this year's AMC 8, first focus on the geometry problems that we have listed down below, and then also work on the concepts that are there in the map. I think you will do very well. Okay. Also, feel free to join our community. Go to our website. There is a WhatsApp group that we have for all the students. It's open. If you are subscribed to Cheenta, if you are not subscribed to Cheenta, it doesn't matter. You can join us, discuss problems. Students do it all the time. All right. Okay. So have fun. That's the most important thing. Have fun doing problems. Okay. I'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay well. Bye.